see if we are connected. I'm gonna see if we're connected. I'm not seeing it connected, so I don't know if we are. Yes, we are. We're connected. We're live. Okay, perfect. Took a second. There's a bit of a delay. So now we are connected and we are ready to get started. Happy 11/11 and happy also retrograde season. 2 days ago, Mercury retrograde began, and Mercury retrograde is the feared retrograde. Of course, it's the retrograde where we're like, what's gonna go on? But thus far, it's been rather calm. It's been clearing miscommunications and bringing clarity. Also, today, Jupiter went into retrograde, so that is also an indication of change occurring. It is a change in how we perceive abundance and our luck as well. So there's a lot of different energy going on right now, on top of it being angel number 1111 portal. So what I'm going to do is start by bringing forth a protection for the collective all right now in this time to protect us and help open our minds to true divine clarity. So we're going to invite into this space our guardian angels, calling on the guardian angels into this space. We're going to invite in the guardian angels to surround us in their wings. Surround us in their wings. Take a second to close your eyes whenever you are joining in and seeing this, whether it's live or the replay, and visualize in your mind the wings of your guardian angels and what color those wings are. Those wings and their color can be representative of something that you are going to experience in this lifetime. So, for example, I see teal wings, so communicator, channeler. I see purple wings, so something to do with the crown chakra, mental body. And I also see golden wings, something to do with the solar plexus. So, the wings of your guardian angels can help give you some insight into your purpose as a soul, because they help protect you in your journey. And when you feel all safe and protected, because we're going to ask the guardian angels, let's invoke all higher lights to protect us. We're going to put ourselves in an invincible tube of divine light and love. We're going to call on Archangel Gabriel and his diamond of clarity to help open our minds to messages for our highest good, for the betterment of our ascension, what we need to know, not what we want to hear, for our highest good. For our highest good. And we're going to invite in Archangel Michael's protective cloak and shield to protect us from all forms of negativity and to help open the space up to the messages that will be divinely transmitted to you all at this space and time. We are taking all negative energy and transmuting it into something positive and asking for source to bring back our original excellence. Your guardian angels are going to give you a little hug on their way towards the distance of your veil line. And now that they have done that, we can now begin to tap into the frequency of inspiration. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Castalia, and I channel the frequency of inspiration to deliver messages to assist the collective on their ascension journey, and also to assist during times of energetic shifts like right now. So what I am feeling is that the frequency of inspiration has different facets to it. So I'm feeling right now the healing part of that wanting to come through to help give us guidance in our mental bodies, because I feel it very strongly right now. I'm also clairaudient on top of channeling, and I have some buoyancy when it comes to seeing auras. I see the auras of months as well to help offer further readings, and also psychic mediumship. Sometimes I do mediumship as well. So what I am sensing right now is that we need some clearing for the mind. We're bringing forth some clarity and some guidance on manifestation. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling right now. So we're going to tap into the frequency of inspiration, the healing of the mental body, and I'm going to allow the messages to download through me to all of you. And if you have any questions along the way, type them in the comments, and when I am done channeling that portion, I will answer those questions. So let's see, I'm I have to tune in. Right now, I'm also feeling like a need for rooting. So during this space and time, with all of the retrogrades going on in the celestial body, there is a need for rooting. So that's why I felt the color frequency of red for like the rooting yourself, but also to root yourself in order to uncover your passions, your inspiration, your missions and purpose in this lifetime to inspire you further on your journey. So let's see. We're going to call on the frequency of inspiration, the realm of inspiration, our eternal loving friends from beyond the veil of beings of divine light and love to assist us in this time. And we're going to call on the healer domain, focusing on the healing of the mental body. And I feel like our mental body needs some more divine feminine energy healing. So I'm feeling a divine feminine energy higher being wanting to step forth. So when I have stepped back, you may step forth and we can have the messages download to you all directly right now. Hello, beautiful beings. I am a eternal loving friend, a being of inspiration that works with a healing frequency, and I am delivering messages to you all as I am a frequency of inspiration and healing light that works with healing the mental body. So right now, with all of the celestial bodies moving in all sorts of ways and switching directions and changes of perspective, what is important to remember is that if you are feeling drained or lethargic at this time, the first thing that you must do is go outside and take some fresh air. Take some fresh air into your lungs, into your body. Allow yourself to feel cleansing. With each breath, visualize a divine, pure, white light moving through the top of your crown, down to your roots, through your earth star, the top of your divine gateway, through your earth star, cleansing anything that might be blocking you from communicating clearly, might be blocking you from receiving abundance from the universe, might be blocking you from feeling the most empowered. The fresh air, the oxygen of the trees, and the air outside is so important for grounding and cleansing. So you can do a million other cleansing things, right? You can have sage, you can have incense, you can have a million other cleansing things. But what is really being called to at this time is the fresh air that's needed when there are retrogrades going on, when there's a shift of perspective going on in the cosmos. What you need most is that fresh air, because that grounds you to the physical reality, so you're not swooped in with all of the different astrological things going on. You actually have the power to control the astrological things that are going on at this time by the way that you use your energy and the way that you use your perspective on the shift of perspective. If you are someone who communicates poorly, then Mercury retrograde is going to feel like a slap in the face to you, because it's going to shift perspective, and then all of your lies, all of your poor communications are going to come and bite you in the butt. That is basically how it works when it comes to the frequency shifting, the energy shifting. Energy is very real, and what you put out there comes back to you. Okay, so if you are someone who lies a lot and deceives people and manipulates people, your intentions are now going to be shown to the people that you have been harming during Mercury retrograde. That is the shift in perspective. So if you feel like Mercury retrograde harms you a lot, think about the way that you communicate with other people, the energy that you are putting out there. It is a give and take, and when it shifts, it switches back on you. If you communicate authentically and you have pure intentions, then you're also going to notice that people are going to see your pure intentions and be grateful for your pure intentions. And you are going to start to see things more clearly as well. That is the clarity coming forth. That is the shift of this specific Mercury retrograde, is those intentions. So if you are afraid of that shift in perspective, take a reflection on the energy that you are putting out into the universe. And if you are doing harmful things are going to come back to you. It's the give and take, law of attraction. If you are doing good things, those good things will come back to you. But sometimes it might come back in the sense that you might have to say goodbye to a relationship. You might have to say goodbye to a situation that you didn't want to say goodbye to because you were holding on to it too tightly. And it can seem like that is something wrong, like that is something bad, like it's it's the universe out to get you. But what it is these situations do not serve your highest good. And if you are feeling called to remove yourself from those negative situations, remove yourself. It is not like those negative situations are occurring to harm you. It is a test of your soul. If you are strong enough to honor your worth. Okay, this is important. Now to the Jupiter switching around. Okay, how that's affecting things in the cosmos right now when it comes to the mental body specifically, and your ability to understand your purpose, because your ability to understand clarity and to be able to manifest your deepest soul desires, you have to have that clarity, right? Okay, so with that clarity comes with you accepting the truth coming through. And this has been a theme going on since the Lion's Gate. This has been a theme going on since the beginning of Leo season this year. Now you're in Scorpio season. Now things are shifting. Things are changing. But one common theme is a lack of acceptance of higher truth. When it comes to Jupiter and the shift in the energy when it comes to abundance has been shifting its energy since the start of October. It always does. The new year of abundance, as we say. Now, with the frequency of abundance shifting now, what is occurring in this space and time is your ability to understand your worth when it comes to receiving, giving and receiving. If you've been giving, people pleasing, giving so much that your energy is being drained, the universe is calling you now to open yourself up to receiving. As long as you move through spite. Sometimes when you give, and even in the people pleasingness, there is a level of spite there. And this spite is, why do I keep giving and nobody's giving anything back to me? Maybe if I keep giving, I'll get something back. You should never give with the intention of receiving, but you should always be open to receiving what the universe wants to give to you. You should never people please for the intention of receiving. You should help people because you feel called to it, not because you want to receive something. And when a gift is given to you, don't question the gift. Accept it because you deserve it. There is a complete lack of understanding your worth occurring right now. And there's also a lot going on in the world right now where things don't seem clear, right? But actually during these times when things don't seem clear, when clarity is not clear, right? When clarity is nowhere to be found, that is actually the clarity that you need. Because if you've been questioning, should I be leaving this environment? And then suddenly everything shuts down and you're trapped and you realize, I don't want to be here. But if everything didn't shut down and you didn't feel that trapped feeling, you wouldn't know that it's time to move on. It's time to leave. So if you're feeling that feeling, be grateful for the experience that got you there, for that push that you needed to get to where you're meant to be. Right now, the things occurring are pushing everyone to get to where they are meant to be. And when it comes to manifestation, this all boils down to what you ruminate on. So this is the mental body. If you ruminate and maladaptive daydream or lucid dream too much into realities that there are bad things happening, or there are things where you are not accepting things out of your control, where you are prolonging the acceptance portion of grief, and grief not just with the death of a loved one, the death of anything, where you are prolonging the inevitable by trapping yourself in a loop of the past. If you're ruminating too much on something that you remove yourself from the present moment reality, then you're never going to be able to manifest because your energy is being drained in these other thoughts and these other ideas. When you ruminate too much on negativity, you manifest it because your energy is being drained into it. It is time to be in the present moment. There are lots of mental coping mechanisms to go through traumatic periods of time that pull you out of your reality that you're in into a reality that feels safe. And while in some cases that can be beneficial, if you're wanting to manifest, if you're wanting to understand your purpose and seek clarity, you have to go through the hard parts. You got to let go of those coping mechanisms and go through the hard parts, go through the hard periods of growth. A tree doesn't grow overnight, right? A caterpillar doesn't turn into a butterfly overnight. It takes time. But if you prolong the inevitable, it's just going to take longer and it's going to hurt more. So where does your mind go in the times when you're alone, when it has time to wander? What are you ruminating on? What are you focusing on? What are you spending your energy on? This affects your ability to have clarity in situations in your life, your ability to manifest, and your ability to understand your purpose. Because if you're living in false realities in your mind, will you be able to truly accept the present true reality of the present moment? Present moment awareness is the key to manifestation. Because your energy is focused on the now with the intention to manifest for the future. If you are too focused on the past, or if you're too focused on whatever reality you're trying to create for the future that you forget to live in the moment, how can you experience that higher reality if you aren't giving yourself the space to have the opportunities to receive from the universe the steps to lead you to that higher reality? What do you do in the moments when your mind is alone? And it can be difficult. But the goal is to inspire you to take a different route in this time, to change your perspective of the situation. And this isn't about positive mindset or growth mindset. This is about your perspective on everything. If you perceive everything as a wrong done to you, then they will become wrongs done to you. If you perceive everything as a punishment, everything will become a punishment. If you perceive that you are worthy of more, and you believe that you are worthy of more because you are, if you perceive that the universe is going to give you abundance, if you have faith in that, then that's what will come to you. Your thoughts do manifest your reality because it's your energy. If your mind is so focused on lower things, on negative things, that's going to affect your present reality. And then those around you. And you will feel the effects of it. Your body will feel drained. You will feel icky. You will feel miserable. You will feel disgusted with your life when you are constantly focusing on those negative thought patterns. So, how do you overcome that? Every time a negative thought pattern comes, challenge it with 3 positive things. 3 things you are grateful for. And it can be hard sometimes. But for every negative thought, every negative rumination, find 3 positive ones. 3 things to be grateful for. For example, if you have a negative rumination that nobody likes you, right? And this is a very common fear that a lot of people have. And this has to do with the fact that we are aware that everyone is free, right? We are aware that everyone is free in all space and time, in all realms of higher being, free to their own thoughts, their own choices. And when you have this fear that maybe some people don't like you or nobody likes you, this fear comes down to worthiness. That maybe you were told as a child that you weren't worthy. Any adults who made you feel like you weren't worthy when you were a child, that's on them. That's how they perceived their life. That had nothing to do with your worth. If anything, you were more worthy because they were trying to make you seem small to make them feel better about their life. That is not a reflection of you, that's a reflection of them. And a lot of inner childs are harboring and holding this. And now, in this time, with the Mercury and the Jupiter switching perspective, now with this time, you're going to see those intentions. And sometimes, unfortunately, adults that might have been in your life when you were a child, their intention was to dim your light because it made them feel small. That you were this small human shining so brightly. That is a reflection of them and the way that they perceived themselves, not you. And you don't want to continue that cycle to the next generation because the goal is to have everyone's light shining. So if you have this fear, find 3 things. 3 things that oppose it. 3 examples, 3 things to be grateful for. 3 times that this false narrative was proven to be false. And keep doing that. The power of 3. Power of 3. And just repeat it every time. And any time you feel this urge to sulk, you feel this urge to go back into those lower thought patterns, Every time you feel that urge, remember those things, find those things to challenge your brain, to challenge your mind, because you have control over your mind. Even though it can feel like and seem like a lot of the thoughts are overwhelming, and it's hard to in the moment. But train yourself. When your mind is quiet and general and there isn't any anxious thoughts, isn't any overwhelming thoughts, start thinking of examples of things you can be grateful for. Start thinking of examples of times that you felt loved, that you felt empowered, that you felt inspired. When your mind is empty, fill it with thoughts that remind you of how much you've accomplished, of how much there is to be grateful for, so that your mind starts learning to think these more positive thoughts, to challenge those fears. Because when you allow your mind to be overconsumed with fear and you don't challenge it, you will never find clarity in situations in your life because your mind is fogged. And then you will struggle with manifesting. You will have manifestation blocks. Manifesting starts in the mind. It starts in the mind. Abundance and prosperity starts in the mind. It all starts in the mind. In your perception and perspective. So now that things have gone retrograde, shifting that perspective in your own life. Think of your intentions in your actions. And some of you who have clairvoyancy, clairaudiency, any of the clair abilities or psychic mediumship, you might start hearing people's intentions. Where it comes through as a thought. Where you have a plan with somebody and suddenly you're like, oh, they want to cancel, they don't want to see me. And it's not coming through in a fearful way. It's a thought that crosses your mind and suddenly they cancel. When that comes to you, that message finds you, that's source, that's the divine, that's us, our higher realms. Your spirit team telling you this is not a truly harmonious connection. Or telling you this is. When you're sensing and feeling those intentions, it's a different level of clairempathicness. Of feeling people's intentions. And whether or not you have these abilities, you've tapped into them or not, this is happening now. Feeling people's intentions. When you feel someone's intention, don't gaslight yourself into thinking that it is something else. That it is fear. Or that it is your mind trying to trip you up. Or it's something else. When you truly feel someone's intention and you know that it's their intention, that's a gift being given to you. If you're going out with somebody and suddenly you're feeling their intentions that they don't want to see you, that they don't like you, this intention feeling in their actions, they're being nice to you, but you just feel like there's something off. First thing to identify if it's fear or not. Does it create urgency? If it is you sensing someone's intention, it's not going to create urgency. It's going to gift you the peace and dignity to remove yourself from situations where people are not honoring and valuing you. If it is fear, if it is paranoia, if it's paranoid thoughts, it's going to be uber repetitive. It's going to follow you constantly. And it's going to be urgent. And it's going to cause you to act hastily. So, there is also this challenge as well going through this period of time where you might be feeling people's intentions, but also the lower self knows that that's occurring in this time. That your highest self is going to be showing you people's intentions so that you can remove yourself from situations where people do not have your best interest at heart. The lower self knows this and will challenge it with fear. So that is why it's important to challenge your mind with the positive thoughts. It will come through like a rush of clarity. Showing you the truth, and you will feel it in your heart and in your solar plexus. This rush of truth. It's a rush of truth coming in. And when it does, and you are shown the clarity, please do not ignore it. This is a common message at this time because a lot of human beings are ignoring their intuition. More so than ever before, people are ignoring their intuition. Your intuition is your saving grace from situations that will drain your energy and limit your potential. Do not ignore it because you're afraid of what's going to happen if I don't have this connection or situation. It was never meant for you if you are feeling disalignment. If you are feeling like it's not resonating, if you are feeling and sensing that people's intentions are not pure, then it was never meant for you in the first place. Those friendships were never meant for you, were never for your highest good. If you are constantly feeling like their intentions are not for your highest good, are not pure intentions. If you are constantly feeling like you're being drained, if you're constantly feeling like you are losing your light, it's not meant for you. It's not meant for you. It's time to let it go. It's time to be brave enough to let it go. Because when you show the universe that you are brave enough to let it go, then it knows that you are strong enough to handle the gifts of the universe. Because abundance coming to you isn't going to be all sunshine and rainbows all the time. Sometimes abundance could be that you are given a gift to be able to help other people. Maybe it could be that you are given a gift of healing. And so you're going to have to face your shadow. When you show the universe that you value yourself enough to be brave enough to follow that intuition, that sensing people's intentions, and when it is something that is going to be harmful for you, removing yourself from that situation and finding truly harmonious connections, when you show that you have enough confidence and courage to do that and that you value yourself enough, then that's when abundance can start finding you because you're valuing yourself. Abundance will not find people who do not value themselves. And then from that place of valuing yourself, you can manifest. You cannot manifest when you do not believe in yourself. And you can say that you believe in yourself and that you honor your value and you honor your truth, but if you're in friendship and friend groups where they don't respect you, if you're in a relationship where you can tell that the intention of the other person is not love and it is not for your highest good, it's not pure intentions, when you are in situations where you are around people who hurt people, when you are in a job environment where you are not respected and you don't like what you're doing and you feel miserable, when you are in those situations but you say you value yourself, but everything around you, the people you're around, the environment, all show that you don't, that's why you're not able to manifest. You can think that you value yourself, but if you don't really believe it, if you are in situations that prove that you don't, when you are surrounded by people and situations and groups of people and environments, work environments, relationships that all point to the fact that you don't value yourself because those people don't value or respect you. You can say you value yourself all you want, but if you know you're in multiple situations where you are not being valued or respected, then that's what's blocking you from manifesting. Okay, that's the block. And that's the clarity you need to be able to reach your purpose. So now divine timing is saying that the channeling is done. And those are the messages from the frequency of inspiration to help you at this time. And now we will tune into questions. Thank you all. Let's see. I don't see any questions. Let me check my other screen. Don't see any questions. It was very, very direct, also felt like it was very pointed, very poignant, the messages coming through. I was shown a lot of visuals. So like one of the reasons why I close my eyes when I channel messages is because I see visuals. So that's where the voyancy comes in. And a lot of the visuals that I was shown is karma coming back, so like the karma recirculating back, the sword facing the other direction, like people calling on Archangel Michael's sword of protection surrounding them to protect them, and then the sword turning back at them because they are doing something wrong, they are causing harm. It's the false holiness is what I was seeing the visual of, like people who are out there who have the face that they are doing things to help, that they are a good person, but then now it's turning back at them, where this face, this facade that they are, on the path of enlightenment, or that they're a kind person when they're really not, or they're manipulating the system. This is coming back to them. It's the sword turning back. It's like they're calling on protection, but really the way the universe works is if you're the one causing harm and you're calling on protection, it's going to turn back on you, because the universe is going to protect those with the pure intentions. Right? So it's this coming back around. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. That's what's coming. That's the visual that I got so clearly, this visual of it turning around. Other than that visual, that's about it for the 1111 channeling. This is obviously recorded, so you can go back and watch if you missed any points. But that was the biggest visual, is if it's basically your intentions. So now it's karma. It's those people who fake and pretend that they are of a higher caliber but are really doing things that cause harm. It's coming back around. It's also a call to kind of reflect on your karma, and if you know that you've done a lot of bad things, just forgiving yourself, seeking that higher forgiveness, and changing the path that you're going on. So it's really a call of, if you feel like, because it's never too late to change that direction, if you're feeling like suddenly, oh my goodness, I did a lot of these really horrible things, I need to make a shift. So I always do Ho'oponopono, the Hawaiian art of forgiveness, where it's like, I forgive you, thank you, I'm sorry for your pain, I love you, like I let it go. This practice of forgiveness. So do that for yourself, and like, I'm going to change the direction. I'm going to change the direction that I've been going on. You can shift your intentions. To your intentions now being shown very clearly, a mirror to your intentions. So it's not too late to shift that around. And this is the season to do that, because again, we have two planets went retrograde back to back. There's a lot of celestial movement going on this month of November. So there is a lot of opportunity for a shift in energy. There is a celestial shift in energy. So if you're wanting to make a change, this is the time to do that. If you're wanting to mend a relationship, this is the time to do that. If you're feeling guided and you're feeling called by pure intentions, this is the time to follow that call, because this is the time of the shift of energy where things are going to become so much clearer moving forward. And that's why also I felt this energy to channel this on 11/11, not just because of the Jupiter switching retrograde today, but also because it's the mirror reflection of your intentions matching your actions. 11/11, your intentions matching your actions. So that's the energy and I did the reading for the month of November. So if you go and look on my page for the November color frequency reading, there was the reading for November where this also came up, of intentions being shown very clearly. And this is for the rest of this solar year. That's what's coming through. So when you are gifted with the wisdom to understand people's intentions, and you sense and feel like whatever direction it's going, use that gift. Use that gift to assist you. And also know that your intentions now are going to be heard by the universe even louder than before. So if you're wanting to manifest, first reflect on your energy, get yourself to a space where you are fully ready to manifest, and set those intentions into the universe, because the universe is even more open to hearing it, especially now that Jupiter is gone retrograde. It's the shift in perspective of abundance. It's more open to hearing those things. So with that, that concludes all the messages for this day. Thank you for joining into the live. Of course, let me know on the community page if you want to see more lives, any questions you have, and stay tuned for more channelings. We have a one reading a week. So one collective reading a week that aren't lives, that are pre-recorded, and also multiple times a week, some little short messages for you all. Thank you for all your support. I wish you a lot of abundance, and I send the Diamond of Clarity your way so clarity can find you. That is the first time in the 5 years that I have been channeling and using my abilities to read for the collective that I have felt such an overwhelming intentions being shown, and then seeing that in my day-to-day life and seeing that in the lives of those around me and the lives of my clients, seeing the way that that is shifting, just such a big shift of clarity of intentions. It's so powerful, so transformative, and I'm super excited to see where this will take us as we move forward. So that being said, sending you love, light, and inspiration. Stay inspired, beautiful beings. Goodbye for now.